What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Kellen here again with Droid Life. So another new smartwatch in house. I know this has kind of become a regular thing here on the channel. This one's different though. This is a serious sport watch. You know what it is? You might have recalled this from CES. This is the Suunto 7. Not familiar with Suunto? Serious fitness watch brand. They make the watches that triathletes use and Ironman athletes use and ultramarathoners use and trail runners use and marathon runners use and swimmers, bicyclists, all that stuff. I mean, they make some of the most serious fitness watches on the planet. Suunto, Garmin, Polar, those are kind of like the big three. Well, now Suunto has a Wear OS watch. Suunto 7 is official. It's available. We have one. We'll try to do some testing as much as we can. I'm no triathlete, but we'll certainly put it through, put some sweat on it. But either way, let's unbox this, talk about what it is, show you what it is, and talk about the price and all of that. Suunto 7 unboxing time. Let's go. So the first thing to know before we should get into this is, well, the price. $499 is the price of this watch. For a Wear OS watch, it's arguably expensive. Most hover around the 300 mark. You often see them discounted at 150, 100 bucks. So $499 for this. Comes in various colorways, different band options, all of that. One thing I will point out right away though is this box it's substantial. I mean, the packaging here at $500, you are getting a high-end sport watch. They're not messing around. Here's just sort of a tour of some of the features to expect. Over 70 sport modes, free offline outdoor maps, wrist heart rate, 50-meter water resistance, Google Fit, Google Assistant, Google Pay, Google Play. Also, this is hinting at the Suunto app, which you will use as sort of your companion app to track all of the stuff you track. So slide this bad boy open and see the experience here. So just so you guys understand, I am a Garmin watch owner as well. That's what I've used for my fitness tracking for years. So I'm sort of familiar with this area. By no means an expert, but I'm certainly excited to give these guys a run here. This is my first Suunto watch in-house. Shout out to Suunto for sending over this review unit. Your adventure starts here. Adventure has been in our DNA since 1936, and today Suunto is at the forefront of design innovations, force watches, by computers, blah, 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 blah. Suunto 7 premium smartwatch that combines Suunto's versatile sports expertise, helpful smartphones, Wear OS. Meet your Suunto 7, the versatile GPS sports watch and smartwatch in one. Well, that's fancy. A welcome card is always fun. Slide this box off. Again, I'm not sure where all the weight is here, but this thing weighs a lot. So, well, that's heavy. I don't know what's in there. Well, let's start there, actually. It's just really thick cardboard, I think, is why it weighs so much. Oh, we got a sticker. First sticker. Slice that. All right, here is the watch. So it looks like they sent me the sort of cream color rose gold finish on here. We'll pull it out. Designed for adventure since 1936. Very, very cool. Yeah, I think the weight is just, well, there's guides and stuff in here too. There's a lot going on. This could be a long unboxing video, so grab a snack. Safety matters stuff. You are covered. Warranty, so probably in multiple languages is my guess as to why there are so many. I swear there's more in here. There is more. There we go. I think we got it all. All right, here's the get started guide. This tells you to basically get the Suunto app, plug it in, set it up, all of that. We know how to do that stuff. So again, we're gonna just set the watch. Well, actually, inside here, I'm still curious what all this other stuff is because we have a lot in here. Here is looks like the charger. So pin charging, which is not new to Wear OS watches. So that pin will attach to the underside and charge it. I'm assuming this is probably magnetic to help hold it on. So USB charger pins. Is there anything else? Good Lord. There's like extra rubber band holders. I think that's it. All right, slide this off. It needs to be off of cardboard. Okay, here's watch. What else? Find the best routes for your sport. Okay. Oh, wow. They included a Suunto store began over 80 years ago with a compass. They included a Suunto compass. I mean, that's dope. I was not expecting that. I don't believe this is a review unit. I mean, it is a review unit. I don't believe this is a special review experience. I believe this is what everyone will get. I will confirm that, but that's kind of sweet. No wonder there's some weight here. There's an included Suunto compass. I'm not sure when I will use this, but it might look cool on a shelf. I can't get it out. I need to get it out, don't I? You guys want to see this, don't you? Oh, there we go. There it is. Well, that's pretty sweet. Suunto compass. Don't really know how to use. We'll figure it out later. Very, very cool though. Oh, and here's a wrist strap that goes on there. Well, this is neat. What else? There are so many boxes. Listen to the tracks that take you further. Did they include Jaybird buds? Did they seriously include Jaybird buds? What is going on? I really need to confirm this. I will put an overlay or something if this is not the normal experience. Here's Jaybird. Which Jaybirds are these? It's been a while since I've owned some Jaybirds, but they look like true wireless Jaybirds included in the box. You see those? Please focus. Look at that. Oh, okay. This is getting better by the minute here. So compass, watch. We have Jaybirds. Again, 500. Okay, I don't think these ones come out. All right, there's nothing in there. I think that's. Look at all this stuff. Let me clean this up and we'll get on to the watch. Well, we just fast forwarded a day now. So all set up on the wrist, slept in it overnight, that sort of thing. Let's talk a little bit more about Suunto 7. So again, $500 watch here. As far as specs go, it's kind of got everything you would ask for today if you were buying a Wear OS watch. So 1.39 inch AMOLED display, 454 by 454, which is pretty high. Snapdragon Wear 3100, which is, look, it's old tech, but it's all that we've got. If you're buying a Wear OS watch today, you get a 3100 until Qualcomm and Google sort of figure out what they're doing here. That's the chip. It runs fine because we have a gig of RAM. So if you're buying a Wear OS watch today, you need a gig of RAM. Otherwise, it's kind of a stuttery mess. This has a gig. It seems fine so far in the few hours I've used it. 8 gig storage, a pretty sizable 450 milliamp hour battery, which is probably why the case is as big as it is. Obviously GPS and heart rate monitor and a barometric altimeter. NFC for Google Pay. There's a microphone. It's got all the sort of specs you need. Bands here, it includes a silicone band, 24 millimeters, so quite wide. 22 millimeters on a lot of watches are thought to be pretty thick. These are 24, so pretty big. You can quick swap those, buy replacements, all that. This is a very nice silicone band. Like I can imagine you're gonna sweat on this thing and it's not gonna irritate you. It feels pretty great. As far as other stuff goes, obviously you have 3 buttons here on this right side, 1 button on the left side. So it's a different setup than most Wear OS watches, where this is a sport watch, so they want controls for any activity you might be doing, and that's kind of what these 3 are. This button over here is sort of the normal button you might see on other Wear OS watches in the middle. So you know how some current modern Wear OS watches have a rotatable crown and a button there? That's what this button does. So if I press this, it launches into my app drawer. It also just kind of takes you home from things, whereas these buttons are programmable to be, other things. So no rotatable crown, but you do have this button that sort of gets you. This button up here is actually what launches into the Suunto app to get your sort of sport experience running. So more on that in a second. So the case, I believe, I can't find this darn measurement. I believe it's 47 millimeters. So it's a big watch. For comparison's sake, here is my Garmin Fenix 5, which I believe is 46. And just quick glance here, it looks bigger. This looks bigger than my Garmin. So I'm going to assume we're around 47. Here is a Samsung Galaxy Watch Active 2. This is the 44 millimeter version. So again, you can see the size difference there. And then finally, the Wear OS watch I just reviewed is the Skog and Falster 3, 42 millimeter. There is your size difference. So it's a large watch, but again, that giant battery is in there to hopefully help last throughout your extended workout sessions. So Suunto's expecting about 12 hours of use in continuous GPS mode. So you could disappear off the map for 12 hours with this in GPS mode. It should work. They're estimating up to 48 hours if you're not working out, if you're just in smartwatch mode. You can also do a time only mode where you could get potentially 40 days worth of use, but you're probably not going to use that very often. You have a smartwatch for a reason. So 12 hours continuous GPS. So if you shrink that down, mix in an hour workouts here and there, plus the up to 48 hours, we're probably looking at pretty extended battery life here. So we'll dive in here just to some software to show you what we're working with here. So in this experience, obviously, if you swipe over here, you get into Google Assistant. Swipe down, it's your sort of quick settings and also your shortcut to get into just general Wear OS settings. Swipe up, there are your notifications. Swipe this way, you do have tiles, so you can get into tiles and you can customize these. And there's a couple special Suunto tiles, like this is your this week workouts. Here is your sort of training overview. And you can long press and add more if you want. Those are kind of the only custom ones though. The rest of these are just sort of basic Wear OS ones. If we go in and launch the app drawer, I'll just show you the Suunto app is a really important piece here. That's kind of why you would be buying this watch. The rest of the apps are just kind of preloaded Wear OS stuff. So if we dive into that though, you just press this button once and you can't reprogram this. It's always set to do to open the Suunto app. So in here, obviously it shows GPS and heart rate. You can see those sort of little faded icons. Then you have your battery percentage. Just press start and that will start whatever your workout is that's listed there. So right now it's set as running. You can also press these buttons to control this stuff. So if I press that button, that'll start it, or I can use the on-screen buttons. So one of the reasons you have these physical buttons is as you're working out and sweaty and whatever, and you don't want to touch a touch screen, you can use physical buttons to pause, start, stop, that sort of thing. It's kind of what you get with a sport watch like this, so it's kind of a nice little trick there. You have some exercise options and map options. So if we go into map options, this is where you would change to, well, the style of it, but also your offline map. So this can hold massive offline maps so that you can disconnect from your phone and go on, say, a trail hike or a trail run or something like that and kind of disappear. And you'll still have a map loaded onto your watch. There are up to, I think, 70 different exercises you can choose from. So if you just tap on this, right now it's set to running, but you'll see in here there's cycling and trail running and pool swimming and walking and weight training. And then under each category, are different things: indoor cycling and mountain biking. Here's just some other performance stuff like cross training. So you can track just about any type of workout you may want to do. And then again, you can tap start or hit this button, that'll start it. And then from there you have additional controls, continuous heart rate monitoring, all of that stuff, GPS. It should, again, this is just an unboxing, but it should track better than just about any other Wear OS watch ever created. That's sort of the point here. So just a tour of the watch. I know I sort of talked about the 3 buttons. I did want to show you this side. It is a pretty thick watch, but it's got a giant battery in it. There's your heart rate monitor. There are the pins to charge it. So here is the actual charger here. So you slap this right on there. It sticks on and then starts charging. It makes a lot of sense. You should get fairly fast charging with it. I believe in 100 minutes you could get back to full. So a 450 milliamp hour battery back to full on a watch is pretty fast in 1 hour. And then the last thing I'd probably show you is actually the companion app here, and also just some of the other watch faces. So if I fire up my phone, there actually aren't a number of watch faces. There's only a couple of preloaded ones. So this is it. That one that you see on there is this one, the heat map, which pulls local heat maps of people who are running, biking, whatever they're doing workout wise in the area you're at. So it updates depending on your location. That's sort of the standard one, and you can customize those 2 complications there. There's a Google Fit, because obviously Google Fit is preloaded, but then you have a couple other just sort of basic ones. If you don't want the heat map, you want sort of a more classic style, you do have that. And then this looks like a compass watch face. So that's kind of it for watch faces. There's not a lot on here. The other thing though is you pair everything with the Suunto app. So here's the Suunto app. Obviously I haven't done any sort of workouts yet, but you'll track everything within here, and you can track, well, this looks more like activities and running. That could be hiking. To be honest, I haven't done any workouts, so I couldn't tell you. There is a sleep section in here. I will point out that I wore the watch last night. There is no sleep tracking. This is Wear OS. There's no sleep tracking as far as I can tell. So that is kind of a limitation here. If you buy any other Suunto watch, you're going to get automatic sleep tracking. I'm not sure why they didn't figure out a way to build it into Wear OS, and this watch seems like a pretty big missing feature. Sleep is sort of a big metric when it comes to your overall fitness and that sort of thing, keeping an eye on that. So not in there. There's map and friends and some other settings and things like that. Once you actually get an activity tracked, It's very, very in depth, at least from the demos I've seen. So once I get that, obviously I'll include that in a review and things like that, so you guys can see the level of detail it tracks here. Yeah, I think that's mostly it. The Suunto 7, and $500 watch. It is a fitness focused watch. So if you're not a big fitness guy, or maybe if you are just even starting out on a big new fitness regimen, maybe this would be an option. But there are other just watches that can do fitness tracking. This is kind of another step up, especially at the price. But maybe it could be for everyone. I don't know. $500 is quite a bit for a Wear OS watch. So we'll definitely test it and see if it lives up to not only their name, but is worth like a 2-day battery life-ish experience here. I was not able to confirm whether or not all those extra goodies that I found in the box are a part of the normal packaging. It looks like normally when you buy this, you just get the charger and the watch and an extra strap loop and things like that. If I get an update from the Suunto team on why there's Jaybirds and that compass in the box, I will leave a note in the comments below. So check for that, or in the description. I'll make sure you guys are aware. Either way, we'll start the testing. We'll go for some runs, and we'll report back. If you guys have comments, questions, let us know. Otherwise, we are Droid Life. Peace.